Here's 안녕하세요, 여러분. I'm a Valentine. Hamnida. What is up, everybody? I'm a Valentine here. Peep there. Welcome back to the channel. The wig is on. The wig is on and popping. Yes, yes. And it is very much so giving natural. But y'all know I have a little afro. That's my real hair. But enjoy the wigs. Live for the, like, do what you want in life. And I have to remind myself sometimes that, like, yes, I love myself, but I'm also allowed to play dress up and just, like, do what I enjoy. And the entire world will tell you what to wear, how to dress, that you can wear makeup, that you should always wear makeup, that you shouldn't wear makeup at all, that you should never wear makeup. Um, the entire world will tell you, but it's like what makes you feel good sometimes, And it's so I sometimes like have this little back. I'll say this real quick before we get into, like, we're gonna be reading funny stories on Reddit. That's what the video is, but I'll say this real quick before I even get into that. As a black woman, um our natural hair has been rejected, our styles have been rejected for years and years and years. There's been laws against us wearing our natural hair out. There's been workplaces that deemed our natural hair as literally being unprofessional. And so we're in an age where it's super important to embrace your natural hair, be proud of that, and show other young women that your natural hair is super beautiful. And so that's why, like, there's a major part of me that goes back and forth sometimes when I do want to wear wigs, because I'm like, I always want to set that example that you need to love your natural hair, and like your natural hair is already beautiful. But also there's another part of me that's just like, I enjoy the dress up. I enjoy trying different styles and textures and hair, and this makes me feel beautiful too. And so the other part of me is like, I should honor what I enjoy and honor the dress up and play of it all. Because even being told now that I shouldn't do that is another way of us being oppressed and told that we should only wear our natural hair now despite all the things that we've been through. So it's kind of just like, any, like, wearing your hair confidently is the defiance. You know what I mean? Any, if it's a sew-in, if it's your natural hair, if it's relaxed, all of it is a form of defiance because it's what you chose to do and not what someone else told you to do. So, black girls, wear your hair how you want. Anyways, y'all, this video is for everyone. We're going to be reading some Reddit stories, some funny ones. I hope it's funny. I also hope that this is kind of soothing for you. Like, life is really stressful, and I would hope that my channel just feels like its own little world, just like a comfortable, cozy space that you come to on the internet to, like, escape all of the rest of it. Of course, I want you guys to check out my music for sure, but like, even if you just like are on my channel for now, like, that's fine. I hope that you find a lot of enjoyment in this channel. Um, Y'all, I'm so dehydrated. Like, it's so fucking bad. I need this real bad. I need a lipstick. I needed that. Oh god, I needed that so bad. Sometimes it feels like it's just salt in my body. I'm like, damn. Okay, so let's just hop right in without further ado. Um, Funny stories. R/funny stories. This one is called "That's One Way to Scare Off Religious Solicitors." So, back in 2011, I was majoring in theater arts at the local college and was in the theatrical makeup class. This is theatrical. In the theatrical makeup class. It was the only class I had on Fridays, and I frequently came home in whatever I had done that day in class to show my dad. It was the week of Halloween, and our teacher was teaching us Bloody's gore makeup. And my horror obsessed haunted house scare actor, Fleet Street, is the best stage blood boasting self, was going wild. I hear my, like, neighbors in my apartment walking around. While most of the other students did a burn, a few bruises, maybe a gash on the arm, I made myself look like roadkill that also got mauled by a bear. It was a lot, enough to get me pulled over on. I had to click on it. By a concerned camp. Okay, enough to get me pulled over by a concerned campus cop when I was leaving. I went home covered in fake blood, looking like hell and loving it. My dad told me to keep it on so my niece and nephews could see when they got here after school. They knew I had makeup class. I wasn't going to scar them. So around 2:45 p.m., I hear a knock at the door. Well, I decided to answer like a zombie to make them laugh. I should know. I realized I should have probably checked to make sure it was them. I answered the door slowly, dragging the foot, moaning brains, to see two Jehovah's Witnesses go green and absolutely bolt back to their bikes. I literally was still processing what had just happened as they peeled around the corner and my brother showed up with the kids. To this day, my dad says he sees them actively avoid our door and once heard them refer to it as the home of the devil. Y'all, listen to me. Religious psychosis and allowing religion to control your life is dangerous. Keep reading books, my loves. Keep learning about religion too. Like, use it as a tool. Use spirituality as a tool. Use your logic as a tool. Um, but let's keep learning, y'all. Let's always keep seeking more information, more knowledge. And people that tell you that you should only go to one source for something, they're lying to you. Okay. All right. This one is called the Phantom Shitter that my coworker and I had to clean up after. So I work at a restaurant, and the other night we had this sweet elderly couple come in for dinner. They finished their meal, and the gentleman excused himself to the restroom. No big deal, right? Well, he was in there for like an hour until his wife finally went in to retrieve him. Fast forward a few hours, now we're closing up, and it's my turn to clean the bathroom. I walk in, and oh my gosh, the horror. The toilet was clogged to the brim with poop. To the brim? To the what? Sir, wait. That's how I expect to be after I eat black beans. The trash can was overflowing with paper towels and smeared with, you guessed it, poop. There was poop on the floor. But it was filled to the brim with poop. How is that possible? And the smell, oh, the smell, I'm telling you, I couldn't even. So my coworker, Dan, bless his soul, took one for the team. He unclogged the toilet, wiped up the poop on the floor, and I had to tackle the trash can. I pulled out the bag, and lo and behold, there was a rogue turd hiding underneath the trash bag in the trash can. What are we talking about? You're telling me that you not only filled up the toilet with your shit, okay, and then you shat on the floor. I feel like it's not relaxed anymore because I'm cussing. Sorry, y'all. But it's true. You filled up the toilet, scattered it up with your shit, okay, and then you shat on the floor again, okay. Try cleaning up yourself with poopy paper towels, but despite that you filled up the, you know, the trash can with smeared up poopy paper towels, you shat under the bag for the trash can. Like, you chose not to shit in the trash can bag. You shat under the bag? That's just fucking rude. Like, if you were like, why would you do that? You're evil. Cause like I can understand, like, if your stomach is fucked up and like let's say that if like your medicine finally kicked in after you ate or something, and like you had a very unfortunate incident here, and you know you tried your best to clean yourself up, You're a human being. Like we like disease is serious and it's real and like it's real and that's valid. So you accidentally shit on the floor. Okay. You filled up the restroom toilet. Okay. Tried to clean it up as best as you could. Okay. But you pulled out the trash bag and shat under that too? What do you what do you have to say for yourself? Because you're wrong as fuck for that. Like that's fucking evil. Don't do that. Don't do that. I really can't believe that. I pulled out the bag and lo and behold, there was a rogue turd hiding underneath the trash bag in the trash can. I don't even want to know how that happened. Even after Dan wiped down the walls with bleach, the bathroom reeked for days. The walls with bleach. The bathroom reeked for days. It's only they're still working there. Like they did not quit. This is why being an employee is such a funny like thing. Like I am an employee right now and like the things that you deal with, the things that you go through, like sometimes you just deal with like such unimaginable circumstances. And like thankfully, like the job I have, I would say I have a pretty good job. Um, but still, like there's still some things that happen where I'm like, what do we got going on for real? Like what the hell do we have going on? And like imagine like being in this situation, you literally cleaned it to the best of your ability and it still smells terrible and you're still working there because like this is your job and like that's part of your life. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. It's just life is so weird. It makes me feel weird. I don't know. Um. Oh my god. Even after Dan wiped down the walls with bleach, the bathroom reeked for days. It's only just starting to smell normal, but it was so bad you could smell it in the dining room. One of the cooks has dubbed this guy the Phantom Shitter. So yeah, that was our night. Hope someone finds this as hilarious as we did after the trauma subsided, of course. It looks like there's something juicy in the comments too. Which oh my god, y'all. Did they even pay for their meal? Because it sounded like they just left. Like the Phantom Shitter wasn't like that one guy. It's that man, but they fucking disappeared. Like, what the fuck? Okay. So in the comments it says, so a long time ago when I worked in the shop, I was with a girl and an elderly lady asked to use the toilet. So I say to Sarah, can you help the lady please? She takes the lady out back to the bathroom opposite the staff room. The lady walks in, leaves the door open, and makes a huge mess with Sarah watching. Sorry. Asks for a hand. I'm there at the end of the corridor, just looking like a deer in headlights, and I bolt, lol. She helps the lady, and as she is in there, staff are coming in for the shift change, and literally everyone can see everything. The ordeal lasted about 30 minutes. When I finally saw Sarah again, I was surprised it was still occurring. I had already finished laughing and moved on from it. What? Someone actually put like a way to clean it. The way they told that story just was like not very clear. Let's find another one. Um, no. Okay, this is kind of funny. Okay, it's a little inappropriate. That's why my channel is like 18 plus anyway. So, okay, it says I 16 female a few years back. It's called I lost my virginity to water. I 16 female a few years back went on a camping trip with my family, like we do every year. I've always thought that was so interesting, like families that can go on vacations and stuff. I'm like, y'all are rich. Like I've never. Anyways, like we do every year, and every year I bring a friend. We decided to go boating that day, and my friend and I wanted to go tubing, and my grandma was not holding back. She flung us off the tube so fast. Why did she do that? What the fuck, grandma? Like, what the fuck are you doing? On some evil time. Like, what the fuck? She flung us off the tube so fast that I did like 7 cartwheels over the water. I did 7 cartwheels over the water, and the water shot up my ass at 90 miles per hour as I screamed, "My ass!" And my family just laughed. When I got to the boat, I had to pull my swim bottoms to the side because, wait, what? I only skimmed some of this because I couldn't stop violently shitting myself. Wait, wait. I did not know that that is where this was going. I just thought it was like, oh, funny that hurt. Like, damn, that was crazy. Like, LOL, dramatic title. I couldn't stop violently shitting myself. No, I hurt so bad. My butthole and I and insides were cleaned out by dirty lake water. We had to end the boating trip earlier because I couldn't stop crying because of the pain. Oh my god. When I got back to the camper, I was screaming and crying while sitting myself on the toilet, and my asshole was bleeding because of how hard the water shot up there. Oh my god. Why didn't they take you to the fucking doctor? That's not losing your virginity to water. Like, what the fuck? That's trauma. Oh my god. I am so sorry. Your family just laughed even though you were fucking violently shitting on a boat, crying, and your ass was bleeding? I'm so sorry. Like, I am so sorry. Like, that. At first, I laughed because I thought this was gonna be funny, but like, you're in pain, and that's different. You know what I mean? That's just not cool. Okay. Receptionist likes my cologne. I don't wear cologne. Can't relate. um, I wear perfume and a little cologne here and there. She's an it. No, I'm kidding. But kind of. Anyways, we'll get into that another time. Hi, all. I think this is funny, but not entirely sure if you guys will agree. Let's find out. Smile. Smiley face. Long story short, I drive a UTE pickup truck for you Americans. Don't piss me off. Don't piss me off. Don't call me fucking dumb. Okay? Well, maybe they weren't. Maybe I just took it like that because they're always like people shit on us because fucking idiots are like running the. We're not getting into that. I do a lot of pickups and deliveries for work. I do a lot of pickups and deliveries for work. Yesterday, I stopped by one of our suppliers to pick up some stuff. I popped into the main office to let the receptionist know I was there. She called up the store man to let him know. Then she asked me, "What are you wearing?" I was confused because she could see me quite clearly, and for work, I wear high visibility workwear, so it's pretty clear what I'm wearing. When I pointed at my shirt, all confused, she laughed and said, "What cologne are you wearing? I could smell it last time you were here as well, and it's lovely." She like your fragrance. Cause even more cue, even more confusion because I don't wear cologne. When I told her that, she was insistent that I had a lovely scent to me. Then I realized what she was smelling. I pulled out my vape pen and passed it to her. She smelled it and laughed. That was the scent. Blackberry, raspberry, lemon. LOL. We shared a little laugh before I went back to my car and met with the store man. Little anticlimactic. I don't know. Just wasn't that kind of mid. All right, let's see. Snake cupboard. Yesterday I was just chilling, and for the past like 5 days, I heard something crashing around in the cupboard. under my snake tank. I got tired of the noise and decided to check it out. I open the cupboard and see nothing, just my dance mat. I move it and see my snake jump out at me. I ran out of the room screaming, "Help! My snake is out of its tank. Help!" My sister was terrified of my snake ever since I got it and ran out of the house. What? What? My stepdad was in the bath and had to get out to put it back in its cage while everyone else, including me, were downstairs. SMH. And don't worry, he is fine and healthy. Somebody commented, don't have a snake if you need help handling it unless it's like a Reddick or some. I don't know what a Reddick. Also, like, yeah, you just like you pissed me and your stepdad off, and you scared your sister. You're getting on my nerves. Um, this one is called "How My Partner Serenaded Me." My partner serenaded me by learning and playing effing Stacy's Mom. No, you fucking did not. No, if you don't know the song, it goes like this. Stacy's mom has got it going on. Stacy's mom has got it going on. Stacy's mom has got it going on. I'm in love with Stacy's mom has got it going on. Like it's like that. So basically, it's like this guy. I guess he was like dating the one girl that's like around his age. Then he goes over to her house and he sees her mom and he's just like, wow, like Stacy's mom really got it going on. So it's like a cougar serenade type situation. So they're saying that their partner sang to this person, Stacy's. What? Let's read the rest of it because I'm reading all the way the fuck into it. My partner serenaded me by learning and playing effing Stacy's Mom. Okay, this is more context. It says it's one of my all-time fave songs, and he effing learned to play it before we started dating, and serenaded me with it. He had a crush on me, and I wasn't really sure about finding new love, but craved the attention, girl. Real as fuck. Anyways, he learned the song and played it to me, not singing, just the guitar, and I instantly knew this was the guy I wanted to spend the rest of my life with. We've been together for almost 4 years now, and hopefully for many more to come. As silly as that is, I love that man, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I don't know, y'all. I think that my heart is just so scarred now that, like, when I hear people talk about, like, living the rest of their life with someone, I just don't believe it. I'm like, oh, you wait. And I know that's terrible, but I just really like the patterns I've seen. I've never seen. I don't think I've ever seen anything long term that's like really, really long term that's actually healthy in my entire life. Like, it doesn't matter how long it's lasted. It could be 40 years and someone could be like, oh, well, he's never hit me. Meanwhile, he's like fucking bitches. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, I don't trust it. I feel like so many people like bypass um the bullshit in their life to like maintain things. Anyways, let's just read this one. It says, "Drive through dad. Am I known to exhibit some anxiety or impatience from time to time? Perhaps that means you do it all the time. Certainly, my flare ups happen when I'm at a fast food drive through. Okay, you're gonna piss me off. Not when I'm alone and not when I only have one passenger, but put my whole family in a vehicle where I'm Johnny on the spot having to relay their indecisiveness to the poor soul behind the drive thru speaker. I may need to medicate." Okay, you're not an asshole. I'll take it back. I try to, well, you're not going to piss me off, it seems, because like you're understanding the person on the other side. Okay. I try to prep the fam ahead of time. That's good. We're pulling into McDonald's, so know what you want. Excuse me. As I look at the split screen in front of me in the rearview mirror too, deciding which of the two drive-through lanes will beat out the next guy, I hear, "I can't see the menu, Dad." This one is probably fair most of the time. You'd think places could angle that thing for the approaching cars to decide before pulling in front of the speaker to order. And what is it with Chick-fil-A? They always have people walking the drive-through lane, taking your order well before you can see the menu, expecting me to have memorized it or something. "It's okay, mister, I have it here." And then they proceed to rattle off combo 1 through XYZ verbally as if they're helping me. My self awareness, okay, self Okay, self awareness has me reading what I wrote so far and asking my wife, what do you call a male Karen? I fuck with that. They said it's a Ken. Okay. I know a Ken that's cool, but okay. Okay, let's get back to the drive through lane with my whole family in tow. This person is a writer. They're a writer. You can tell that they have some potential here, or maybe they like write like films, or they write creatively. You can tell. We're next. Be prepared, I say, or they read for fun. Like you can tell by how they write. I may need a minute, Dad. I need to read the menu on my phone. Unlike you, I would normally not stop at McDonald's. Who the fuck are they talking to? Who the fuck are you talking to? I defend the greasy spoon by saying something like, they have salads even though it won't get ordered. I'll need a minute. You guys go first. The other kid is a lock. Burger, fries, and a Coke. You'd think that's a good thing, but it just means we'll get to the rest of the passengers faster. I get that. I actually do get that. By the way, this is just about the only place where I can order a Coke, and the reply isn't Pepsi okay? I don't know what happened in the Cola Wars, but Pepsi is king in the restaurant world, it seems, and I actually do prefer Coca Cola. I think I do too. I have to try them both again and see. Can't remember, but I think I prefer Coca Cola. Sidebar. Years ago when I lived, I just prefer the fresh cocaine to like fake. I'm joking. I don't do cocaine. I just couldn't pass up the Coca Cola cocaine joke. Like in my head, I was like, Alma, there's a joke there. Alma, you're an entertainer. You need to make a joke. I don't fuck with drugs, y'all. I don't. Sorry. I just have to make the joke every time. Like there's sometimes where I'll be making jokes and people just don't laugh, but it's just like, well, I had to take that shot. Shooters gotta shoot, even if you miss. It might not be a bucket every time, but shooters still gotta shoot, and I just gotta shoot. I had to shoot. I had to make that shot. I had to make that joke. Anyways, sidebar. Years ago when I lived in Europe, of course you did because you were a writer and you were a traveler and you, yes, that's you. If you ordered Coke, the server would ask, what kind? What? What kind of Coke would you like? Sprite, Pepsi, Coca Cola, root beer? What the fuck? That's so weird. Maybe that's just like the word they have for it or something. Like, I know there's some word that I can't just think of an example of right now. Um, yeah, I don't know. I can't think of something right now. But, anyways, um, so Coke there is the same as saying pop here. Yeah, that's actually a perfect example. Well, there's another thing. When we moved from northern Ohio to southern Ohio, what? Pop, who knew that there was like a distinction between the two? I think that's so funny because like some people live their whole life in one place. Some people have gone to so many different places, and some people have only been to like certain places. And then you just come to find out that every place has their like north, south, east, west, and the distinction between the two. They're like, oh, well, up here we do this, and down here we do that. And you would think that like it's all just Ohio, but they're like, well, we moved from North Ohio to South Ohio, and you're like, bitch, you're in Ohio. But to them, they're like, no, we're in South Ohio now. So, anyways, after years of growing up, so what the fuck? Like I've never heard anyone I've never heard anyone say this. Well, that's another thing. This man is having more sidebar, side quest, side conversation caveats than I do. And it's kind of pissing me off. Why is it pissing me off? Is it because I'm having side quests and side chat and side conversations within these side chats, and like when I get off track, I'm expecting to get on track, but then they put me even more off track because they're going off track too. So like I can't just be the one, you know what I mean? So like I probably should have just read it through, but that's just not, like how I'm doing this. I need water. again, once when we moved from northern Ohio to southern Ohio, pop became a foreign word. Pop is soda in these parts. After years of growing up as Southern Ohioans, I asked my teen kids at one point, "Do you say pop or soda?" I felt like a failed dad when they said soda. And to add insult to injury, they made fun of me for saying pop. Oh, the divide. After all, it's just like Keys Mormon, and they're just like, okay, I'm sorry. um, oh, the divide. After all, it started with unified soda pop. True. I think I can't remember. Anyway, they say words that I say after I've said it, and then I'm like, I sound crazy because I'm just saying it twice, but I'm like, that's what I'm saying. Like, we're both having caveats and like side quests within what we're saying, and it's just like, bitch, I'm the one having the side quest, but like, no, you're having the side quest, and I'm reading your story. Anyway, after the first kid relayed what I already knew, I blurted out my order, knowing my wife was having trouble deciding between two things and really wanted to ask the drive-through worker which one they would prefer. My order is something spicy. It's why I always have Tums in the glove box. Okay, whatever. Meanwhile, cars are 10 deep behind me, putting some pressure and urgency on the situation. I try to move the situation along with a couple of finger snaps and a come on, hurry up to no avail. My wife orders in piecemeal. By piecemeal, I mean she pauses mid sentence. So I look at the drive through speaker, say part of an order, then pause to hear the have it your way details, which usually have a question or two. It's like pulling teeth. I feel like I sound like someone who has an attention deficit disorder. You do. And I say that because I think I also do. So it's not out of judgment. It's just from like, okay, we're both doing the same shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think we both have ADHD. I think we all have ADHD. Okay. Um, and I want to explain it's not me, dude. I tell the drive through person I have one more order to relay. I usually try to say something humorous if the process is somewhat of a doozy. Dad, move your head. I need to see the menu. I thought you had it on your phone. They're different. I feel like Chevy Chase losing his shit in one of the National Lampoon vacation movies. I need you to decide right now. Forget it. I'm not hungry. I'm finally done. Or am I? As I go to pull forward, wait, can I just get some water? Grr. And the pleading with the universe began. Two cars in front of us were inevitably told, please pull up. We'll bring your food out shortly. Sidebar. I mentioned at the outset that my flare ups happen when I'm at a fast food drive through, not when I'm alone and not when I only have one passenger, but that's not entirely true. When it's just me and my wife and I get to the Starbucks pay window, she suddenly remembers something and scrambles to open her phone to the app so she can get points or something. As I wait, my card in one hand and her phone in the other, the drive through worker appears just in time for my wife's phone to go to sleep. So I'm like, wait a minute. As I hand the phone back to my wife, she wakes it up, hands it to me, and I hand it to the worker, smiling uncomfortably. I digress. Anyway, they had our entire order ready. Oh, the little victories. I pulled into a spot so my wife could dole out the grub. Oh, honey, they forgot. And of course, even though I'm the driver, I don't even bother asking anyone else to get out anymore because the answer will be I'm cocooned in, I'm buried here, it would be easier for you, or something along those lines. Besides, I'm probably going inside to use the restroom anyway. I open the door as soon as one foot hits the ground, six hands appear in the window holding trash from the last stop. While you're out, can you throw this away? My short week in the drive through has earned me the nickname Drive Through Dad, and they all think that's funny. Okay. See, I told you that he writes creatively. It says from the tourism blog, Wrong Turns, Right Life, Ohio Traveler. Y'all, people have patterns. Like fucking pattern recognition. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Like there's some things where I'm just like, I clock it. I clock it. The way that this person writes, I was like, you write creatively. And we get to the bottom from the tourism blog, Wrong Turns, Right Life, Ohio Traveler. That kind of was like not that funny though. You know what I mean? Like it was more just like, oh, 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 okay. Is that what we're? Oh, is that what we're doing now? Like we're just fucking falling out? Like, oh, that was kind of rude. That was a little rude. I don't really want to read anymore because I'm fucking bored now. But thank you guys for sticking around. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you like my hair. my wig and my bob. It's cute. I think it's really cute. Comment below what you want to see from me next, even if it's not like a Reddit video or anything. Yeah, thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye.